Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday market webcast. Okay, so we talked about this 41.10 area last week being important. It had been support back in February into March, and we had been testing it earlier in the week. And you can see over time, they took it up. They couldn't get back to the 20-day simple, the daily mid-band. They sealed that off up at 4,300, and now we've made a lower low. We've already taken out last week's low. We've traded as low as 40.31 in the overnight. So the bears are in control of this tape until further notice. We are in a sell rallies market. So remember, over the course of many years, for those of you that have been following this, our baseline assumption as to whether or not we are in a buy dips tape or a sell rallies tape is how does price react at the daily middle band, the 20-day simple moving average, in this case on this chart, the green line, okay? You can see that since this break below on the 11th of April, resistance, tested and resistance, tested and resistance. That is a baseline fundamental sell rallies tape. 4,300 was just a bridge too far. They've had 5 opportunities on a daily chart to convert 4,300 since April 25th. Nothing. Couldn't get it done. So if you do that enough, it's licensed to come on down and make some lower lows. So for me, the roundy down at 4,000 is absolutely open for business this week. Let's look at the hourly chart. New weekly pivot comes in 41.56. You can see the pre-OMC price there at 41.86. Monthly's up around 42.81. You can see back on Thursday, this is our latest look at 4,300. Couldn't get it done. And you've seen the hourly mid-band with a couple of fits and starts on what was a pretty choppy middle of the day on Friday. It's cooperated very well here, right at the close. Gap down, retested right at the Europe Open. It holds, and lower lows. Anytime we've talked about the tape and what the bears need to do to take control of the tape, we've always talked about a couple of things. First of all, rallies are going to come. These pops are going to come. How do the bears deal with the pops? Do they defend them? And if they do, can they make lower lows? In this tape, the answer to both those questions is yes. The hourly mid-band, you can see, cooperated well right here off of the Europe Open and then made a lower low. So as long as the bears are defending highs or defending pops and making lower lows following those pops, they can continue to progress this tape to the downside. That probably gets us a move down to 4,000. The bulls need to do the opposite. The bulls need to get the hourly mid-band back. They need to get back towards the weekly pivot. They need to close the week above the weekly pivot. It's the same reason why it had always been so difficult for the bears to make any headway. Once those two questions are true for either side. So in the case of the bulls, it would be we get a little dip, buy the dip, higher high, and the momentum of that on and on and on and on. Well, you're getting the same tape right now. It's just in the inverse. And as those dominoes build, it becomes more and more difficult for the other side to really dig in and reverse the field. And that's where we are now. So the bears are in control of this tape. All right, that's all I got. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Talk to you tomorrow.